What is going on, everyone? My name is AZZATRU and welcome to today's video. I'm going to be taking a look at the job listings on the job section of Treyarch's website. Currently there's 21 open positions for the development team on the next Call of Duty, which is releasing this time next year, thereabouts. And I thought I'd let you guys know around this time now. The reason being, I actually spotted these job listings a few weeks ago. I'm guessing these job listings have been up quite a few weeks, even months, but I haven't seen any news articles or videos talking about some of the details that the job may include, which may hint towards the next Call of Duty. Not necessarily the setting, of course, but just some of the stuff we may see. So basically, Advanced Warfare was coming out, and I was like, let's just, you know, it's the new Call of Duty isn't even out yet, so I'll hold off from making the video. And then David Vonderhaar did start tweeting about the next Call of Duty, so I was like, maybe now's the time to actually talk about this, because, you know, Advanced Warfare's been out for a few weeks now. You know, maybe let's talk about it while people are starting to get a little bit interested in the next Call of Duty. So, you know, this is why I've decided to do it now. So here are some of the job listings that caught my eye. Don't think I'm like reading too far in between the lines here on any of these job listings. It's just looking at the fact that some of the words that they've used have like been very standout, and although it's standard practice to try and entice people to apply for the job, and obviously, you know, Call of Duty is such a massive franchise, they need big things coming to the next game. There's one line in this UI artist visual designer temporary job at Treyarch, which is under the what you'll be doing section, so what this person, whoever gets the job, will actually be doing. And it's the last line. It says, have a driving desire to make the best looking and most intuitive user interface ever experienced in a video game. Call of Duty, this sounds quite far-fetched because, you know, the UI it hasn't changed loads. I think Advanced Warfare was really good, and obviously it's changed much more so than previous Call of Duty games, but Treyarch are obviously doing something to create a, well, it says the best looking and most intuitive UI ever experienced in a video game. That's a pretty bold statement they're trying to, you know, get around here. So it's going to be very interesting to see if this is actually going to be a big talking point of the next Call of Duty. In every Call of Duty game, whether it's the story, multiplayer, or third mode, there's massive destruction, and this temporary senior visual effects artist is going to be developing real-time particle systems for the game environment and scripted moments. So obviously this is going to be, you know, partly of the multiplayer section, obviously the story mode, and essentially they've said they need to be making natural phenomena such as fire, smoke, explosions, dust, water, and weather systems, and create real-time effects, particle effects, and the destruction of buildings, vehicles, natural environments, and everything using a proprietary toolset. So, in my opinion, I'm getting the feeling that this might not be a World War II era game, but slightly contradicting what I've just said is in the senior level designer description. Essentially, it says, detail and polish geometry based on photo reference and concept art. I think it's going to be not as far in the future as Advanced Warfare. Judging by the senior environment artist job listing, it seems to me that Treyarch are trying to go all out and really push the current generation of consoles and the PC to its limits, because it says master level experience is needed, creating a diverse range of photorealistic set pieces, props, textures, and materials that push the limits of game development hardware. So it seems to me that this game is going to be very focused on detail. I think because they've had, you know, they will have had around 3 years of development, and obviously it's the second game to be fully developed for the next generation, well, current gen of consoles. They're definitely giving, you know, giving a sense of, we're trying to make a really photorealistic game, and, you know, make sure it pushes the boundaries, you know, as Call of Duty has done in the past. The matte painter temporary job is quite a funny one, because in Call of Duty, you don't typically stand and stare and look at clouds. You don't sort of admire the beauty of the sky in Call of Duty because it's so fast-paced and you're so concentrating on you know, killing people, and even in the story mode, you don't always try and take quite in everything you can see your atmosphere. They really want to push HDR skies within this game, and they really want high quality clouds and skies, which is, you know, pretty cool. And again, they're using, you know, concept art of photo reference, dynamic sky, enchants the mood, and you know, this is pretty much in previous Call of Duties, but they are trying to make a big deal about we need HDR skies and clouds in this game, which senses to me that it's going to be a very atmospheric Call of Duty. I've left QA testing to last, reason being because it's not a huge deal, but if someone saw this job listing and was like, automatically saw PS3, Xbox 360, Wii and PC, they'll be like, oh, the next Call of Duty is definitely coming to PS3, Xbox 360, Wii and PC. They'll make a video on it, they'll make an article, that sort of stuff, and people will get very like, whoa, okay, it's coming to these platforms. They're missing a key section on the job listing. It says, the above statements are intended to describe the general nature and level of work being performed by employees assigned to this classification. They are not to be construed as an exhaustive list of all responsibilities and duties of personnel so classified. So, it is not going to be officially on the Wii or the Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3. Of course, it will be coming to PC pretty much. I 100% expect it to be on the PC, but just don't take too much away from this. Like, just because it says PS3, Xbox 360, Wii, doesn't mean it's coming to those platforms. I think it's going to be a separate team, like they did with Advanced Warfare, that is developing the PS3 and Xbox 360 version, and this will be the last Call of Duty on the old generation of consoles. For the Wii, it's just not going to happen. There wasn't Advanced Warfare for the Wii U, so obviously, you know, this is what I'm trying to get at. Don't take all the information you read, because you will be missing parts out that actually will say things like, this isn't everything, and I'm just afraid that some people will be like, oh god, it's actually coming to Wii, but it probably isn't. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys sticking to the end of the video. If you have, be sure to let me know in the comments section below, and click on one of the annotations if you haven't watched the video already. I'd really appreciate that, and I will speak to you all later. Goodbye.